So, just came home tonight, I did a half night at work, and I've been wondering, I kept seeing what I thought was moisture on the floor, you know, along these edges here. But I thought maybe that was just the coloration of the concrete, since I've been down here more often. But, no. Totally not. It's condensation. I mean, you know, concrete, not exposed to light, colder surface, moisture in the air. Kansas is super humid. Moisture gets attracted to the floor. I didn't really think about that with the concrete floor before. So I'm going to have to rethink what I'm doing down here. I mean, as far as it goes, it's a waterproof bottom on the tent, so it's fine. I wasn't planning on actually keeping the tent in. I thought it was goofy and funny, but maybe I will now. I don't know. But it doesn't look like, even without flooding considerations, that I'll be able to have stuff on the floor in here. So I'm gonna have to look into that a little bit, because it's only going to get more humid as the summer goes along. And I could get a dehumidifier, but I mean, that's a lot of damn moisture. It would actually just be easier to plan on having everything raised up off the floor at this point. So,
continuing to test this thing. Now, it won't cool a huge area, but in that tent, it's awesome. Especially while you're sleeping. You put it on you, you know, it blows the cold air on you. But then the tent, like, I opened it and it was, even though I'm in the basement, it was colder in the tent, obviously, than it was outside. But it was noticeably colder in the tent because it was such a small area to cool than it was outside of it, and it was awesome. So, while it won't cool like a big area, just for sleeping, holy crap, it's awesome. And since I'm in a tent, I could imagine for like camping, totally badass. Holy shit, you can see the reflection of that fucker's eyes. That right there is why I have the fucking tent. He is huge. Oh, God. That is crazy. I can't believe his eyes reflect in the camera.
on my way home after breakfast. I'm gonna need a bigger boat. That thing kills mice. Something bigger. Too bad the bucket's gonna You know what's crazy is I sprayed him with the spider killer. Yet here he is, 2 days later. See if I can feel him. Finally got your ass. I'm a little tired. I just went to bed a few hours ago and I had to get back up. Town mechanic, buddy Odysee's, good guy, came out. Outrageous. I paid for the parts and he's only charging me like $50 in labor. It's insane. And made a house call. Working on the engine. Clean the carburetor, all this sort of stuff. We cannot get that engine to turn over. So he's like, I'm going to check the fuel line. Bone dry. I was like, that doesn't seem right. I put gas between Coffeyville and Cherryville, plus another 5 gallons moving it from one side of the property to the other. That doesn't seem right to me. And he's like, well, okay. Put another 5 gallons in, we'll see. So I put another 5 gallons in. We're looking at just under half a tank now at this point, because it was like at a quarter tank before, and he's like, maybe it's just the incline, I don't know. So, nothing. So he tries to suck gas through, and he can't get any pressure. He's like, well, that's not good. So he has me go take the gas cap off and listen. And the sound I was supposed to be listening for is like if you were to blow through a straw into a cup of like water, you should hear bubbles coming up, right? Totally not what I heard. I heard basically him blowing, which means he told me that there is a leak in the line somewhere, or potentially even the gas tank, or he talked about some sort of thing inside the gas tank. I'm not mechanically inclined, I don't know. But not knowing, he can't really know because there's all this fireproof spray-on foam insulation on the bottom, so he's going to have to chip all that off, but he can't do it out here at the property. He's got to tow it into town. Now, I haven't moved all my stuff into here because I've been trying to negate the moisture issues down here before I move stuff into here. But because I might be faced with a move for my career, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to jinx it, you know. I'm still waiting to hear it, but that's what's sort of motivated me to get the RV in working order and road ready. So I'm working overtime tonight to generate more cash to get the RV fixed up. But I'm going to have to move everything out tonight. Down here, he's going to tow it into town, chip all that insulation off, take a look at the gas line and the gas tank, to give me an idea of what the parts may cost. He called his parts distributor, and obviously they don't make original 1976 Chevy Globestar parts anymore. But apparently they don't make aftermarket either. Which means if, worst case scenario, it's the gas tank, that I'm going to have to find another Globestar to cannibalize from. Which, that's not going to happen. So he's looking at compatible sort of options, things that maybe he can retrofit to work with it if we have to go that route. But, I mean, if we do, that's not looking good. And I mean, when I averaged up everything that needed to be fixed across that RV, even with getting the discounted prices and everything, like the water heater, potentially the furnace if I can't get the connection points cleaned up, obviously the stuff with the engine, gas tank, there's the leaking issues, trying to get all that fixed, the covering for the air conditioner to protect it. There's like this laundry list of shit, right? So the generator, propane tank, all this stuff. Like when I added up, it was like $1,500. Well, around here, southeast Kansas, that's a new fucking RV. So I told him my situation, the potential for the move. So he's going to put his ear to the ground and see if he can find, because basically, if he finds a tow behind, one without a motor, for what it would cost me to fix the one I have, then I might end up just fucking buying a new one, or I don't know, trying to convince somebody to trade me their RV for my RV and some cash. I don't know. So that'll take some negotiating, but
I don't know, so I gotta figure all that out.
There's something strange at work here.